Alright, so hopefully it's recording now. God. Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. It's been such a long time since I played. We're going to be playing Together for Victory, which focuses on, of course, the Dominion countries of Canada, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, and India. And we're going to be playing in South Africa, because I actually haven't played a country in a long time that wasn't a great power. But is also on the African, continent. So, we'll play as South Africa, and we'll see what happens. I haven't played, I don't know. So here we are. Here is South Africa. How many research slots they have? Of course, only 2. So, here's our guy, JBM Herzog. Has a very South African name. Let's see. Adolf Milan. Interesting. So, tech-wise, we have rifle, the Sten, motorized, Brun carrier, universal Brun carrier. Okay. The Vickers 2, the Vickers, Matilda, the Crusader, Comet, Centurion, Black Prince. Okay. So, what we're going to do, I think, we already have that tank. I think, let's see. Okay, we don't know, apparently we don't know how to use airplanes. Industry. Okay. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start creating a navy for South Africa. And let's also, we're going to, let's see here. We can upgrade the Vickers MG. And then let's see, what are our... We can abandon Westminster. Support the Afrikaner Band. What is this? Support Osserbauwijk. Ossenwem... I can't pronounce that. Celebrate the Great Trek. South Africa first. Reclaim the Boer colonies. King for our people. Oh, cool. That's a very interesting tech line. Windhoeker. Interesting. Secure interest in Africa. Request African mandate. Interesting. Cape Colony. Huh, okay. South African Airways. Commit to the 5-year plan. Seaward Defense Force. Okay. Submarine, anti-submarine tactics. Okay. Let's increase our... What you call it? Increase our infrastructure everywhere. So let's see, we have 6 divisions, oh boy. We have 1 dude, 1 general. Cancel. Let us begin forward. History of segregation. Do I not get a pop-up that tells me what this is? Yeah, we have daily fascism support 0.1. Oh boy, oh boy. This will be interesting. So, I'm trying to think. As South Africa, I'm trying to think what my plan is. My plan probably is going to be lend as much effort as I can to the African war effort. And from there, I don't know where I'd focus my army. Or I say army loosely. 6 divisions is barely an army. I mean, let's see here. I suppose I could commit them to either Europe or Asia. I could commit them to Asia. I wonder if these, like, become a separate country if I do that. Ah, bless me. Oh, sorry about that. Alrighty. Burn the king's portraits. Expand the Cape Corps. Though we reconstruct the Cape Corps as mostly non-combative force, the third invasion means we must give the Corps greater resources, training, and access to weapons. Oh. So what is this? Must have 20% world tension, and the current ruling party is not democratic. Oh, just one of the following. 20% world tension. Okay, so I can do that. Cape Garrison. Reconstitute the Cape Corps. Historically, we've been able to press some of our colored population into service to defend South Africa. This is not popular with everyone in the country, but will free white South Africans to serve overseas. Okay. Native laws of men. I like you can do South Africa first, and then you can do a king for our people, which will institute Edward the, was this 5, 6, 7, 8th, to be king of South Africa. So Edward the 8th, I believe, is the king that abdicated, if I remember correctly. So do we have airplanes? We do. We have 30 fighters. Quite the Air Force, if I do say myself. But we have no Navy. What's my naval? We have 0 naval dockyards, huh? Shit, dude. Okay, can we build something? I'll build 2. We seriously maxed out our slots? Jesus. Transvaal. Oh, okay, I'll get 2 more infrastructure here. Capital. So we have Transvaal, what's their state? Orange Free State, Natal, Eastern Province, Cape Command. Australia, New Zealand, British India. Moses Kotane? I think JBM Hertog dies before the war begins. National Socialist Democratic something party. I think it's National Socialist Democratic Workers' Party, I think is what it comes out to. Whatever the A in German stands for. Meanwhile, in Ethiopia, yay, South African Railways. Oh no, militarization of the Rhineland. Quick, support the policy of appeasement. We'll stand with the crown. Yeah, and we'll get reinforcements going as quickly as possible. I only have one factory. Shit, dude. Why is there so much development on this side of the Cape? That's weird. Yeah, because this, Southwest Africa, it used to be a German colony. Let's see, what kind of resources do I have here? Chromium, iron. Lots of chromium. So I'm actually, if I wanted to make battleships, it'd probably be worthwhile. Yay. Yay. Germany has legitimate grievances, and the Dominion suffered greatly in the last war. We should take advantage of every opportunity for peace in our time. It's true. We fought and died in the fields of France. We fought and died in the fields of France and Belgium for the Empire. Funny enough, our national unity, I think, is higher than it should be as South Africa. Like, we have a history of segregation. You know what's funny is this modifier, history of segregation, should also be on the United States. The United States should have a history of segregation as well. Because in all the southern states, from Texas to, let's see, it's like Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, I believe Virginia has Jim Crow. Maybe Kentucky and Tennessee as well. Maybe even Missouri. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember all the states that had Jim Crow laws, but the US should have that too. The United States should have history of segregation, and then as a policy, one of the policies in prepare intervention somewhere should be like forming the colored regiments or something like that. Because the U.S. had that. They had like all black regiments because the army wasn't integrated yet. That should be in here somewhere. Like that should be a national thing. That should either be like under issue war bonds somewhere down the bottom, or it should be, let's see, what do we have over here? It should either be there or it should be somewhere in here. Under like the giant wakes. No. It should be here somewhere. Also, I really like that this was added to the focus trees. That like once you're done all your focuses you're gonna do. Basically. Liberate the British colonies. Oh wait, what? Oh cool, you can go on a demand Madagascar. Interesting. I like that kinda. But you can do down one of these and just do like, oh, I want to increase autonomy constantly, and you can just constantly increase autonomy. Like that. I like that. That's nice. Or you can just be like, oh, just make ships, or like, oh, train armies. Like I feel that that's really useful. Let's see, what type of guns do we get? The Sten.
See, the Australians get the Owen gun.
Which I think looks cooler, but we do get the Ryder Smile car, which looks like some sort of machine gun. We have the Mark I Enfield, I believe. Personal assault rifles and anti-tank rockets. We should also get the Vickers heavy tank. Yay, supported the policy of appeasement. We did it. Police Windhoek. We have had a mandate over the former colony of Southwest Africa since the last war ended. It's vital to live up to secure the major city of Windhoek. Okay. Let's get that tank. Yay, I have one free dockyard. Let us make a destroyer. Quick. Let us ask Europe for, or America for a thing. Or we can modify our government. Tank designer. Yay. We're pretty close to being free because we're Dominion. What you doing, doggo? Where's Windhoek? Is that it? That's the only major city. I believe this is Namibia now, I think.
I can't remember what that country's called.
What are you doing, dog?
What you doing, puppy? Where's your baby girl? Who's your baby girl?
Making a mess out there. Okay. So we just have to wait. Let's actually it really doesn't matter. We'll be into the war before we even know it, but maybe tech we can research after this is done in a month. Industry, yes. We need industry. We also need like refineries and shit like that. Next national focus, though, is going to be over here. We need to expand the mining, heavy engineering, infrastructure, armament, steel. We can also fund the university, gain a research slot. I can do both of these once I'm fully independent, apparently. Does anything I do give me independence? Nope. Desert equipment? Nope. Nope. Interesting. It doesn't look like South Africa, anything South Africa gets gives you the ticking Dominion score. Australia gets a ticking Dominion score, and what I mean by that is in their national focuses, let's see, right, it's over here, actually. Over here, so say they're going to do policy appeasement. If they go, let's see, right here, adopt the Westminster Act, add 100 thing towards what you call it, towards becoming free. Let's see if there's any more of them like that. I think there's a couple. I remember there being at least like 2 or 3, maybe not. It's weird. I thought there were like 2 or 3. So you can break off ties with the UK easily. You can just see Australia has the ability to break away and stay democratic. See, another Gallipoli, protect the homeland. You go down here, you woo the USA, and then you create a faction, the Southwest Pacific Initiative. Gets event Australia as a global leader. That's pretty cool. Australia becomes, you know. There you go. We'll enter a tech sharing agreement with the United States. Preemptive invasion or intervention against Japan. So you can keep the system and stay democratic and do it. I don't think South Africa can do that. Let's see. If we abandon Westminster, see, democracy support loses, and then the only way you can go is go communism and go all the way down, or you stay and go fascist and go all the way down. So the only way to really stay democratic is to just, you know, do it normally. We can get submarines. Alright, we need to get industry stuff. Can modify my government some more. Fascist. Sir Patrick Duncan. Captain of Industry. None of those are useful. Portugal joins the Nazis. Oh look, Angola. Oh, and Mozambique. Interesting. I don't remember those claims being there. Same with Tanzania, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda. Interesting. I wonder if they extended the timeline of the game. Because all these countries like Angola, Mozambique, all these countries kind of become free and or, you know, fight for their independence in the late 40s, early 50s. Like, that's when those countries kind of, you know, nationalism kind of takes hold in the colonies in Africa. But it doesn't look like France gets it. Okay, we're going to, because Joint Air Force Training. Suppress the Austrian borderway. Okay. Back to expand the mining industry. South Africa is really big on mining, I believe diamonds is South Africa's big export. But I think I'm going to end this episode here for now. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. It means a lot to me. I appreciate it quite a bit. When we return, more to South Africa and figuring out our path into the future. So, long live Britannia. So until then, stay tuned.